Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and remember guys, this is for adults. Guys, don't forget to check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest to find all the photos that you want of these videos. What's up you guys, it's Jack Dan back with another Every G.I. Joe video. This time we're talking about Every G.I. Joe Classified Series, Hasbro's 6-inch line. So really cool, some images that they had shown us off have all been pretty much released. They did release a Storm Shadow, just not this version, which is of course the version we all want to see one of these days. But all these other ones have been released. So first things they released was the exclusive G.I. Joe Classified Series Snake Eyes figure. You want to pause it and read up on everything that comes with this particular figure. You can see it over there on the right hand side. But look at all those weapons, the backpack, hands. This one has more of a brown pants and straps around his arms. And a greenish brown, I guess, because with that back stand there as well. And then his visor is actually silver on this figure. There's some nice promotional images of him. So figure number 1, and if you notice, every one of these boxes actually has a figure number on it. So at the very top you see this is figure number 1. We have Roadblock from Series 1, the one-man wrecking crew. Nice promotional art here. Got this huge cannon that it comes with. And here's your nice comparison between this 6-inch Roadblock and what we had in the 3 3/4 back in the day. Good representation of it in my opinion. Got the full beard going on though, rather than the little mustache and the, I guess that's a little Fu Manchu or something maybe. And here's some great artwork or some photos of this figure. Notice his left knee has a golden knee pad on it. So figure number 2 we have is a second Snake Eyes figure, and if you notice on this second Snake Eyes figure, the visor is black, and so are the legs and the straps around his chest there. So it has nowhere near as many weapons with this. And here's your nice comparison of the original 3 3/4 compared to the 6-inch. Would have loved to have seen Timberwolf come with this though. Nice images here of the figure in action. And there's your comparison of the boxes for each of the 6-inch Snake Eyes figures, the exclusive versus the figure number 2. Next we have figure number 3, which is the Destro figure, brilliant weapons developer and businessman. Got that gold gun, the other gun with a scope on it, and the briefcase. There's your comparison between the 3 3/4 and the 6-inch. Shows you inside the briefcase has the keyboard and some money up in the top there, like they're going to blow something up and he's getting paid for it. Next figure number 4 is the Duke figure. He's the squad leader. Got that scar across his right hand eye. The rifle. The scope he's got there. We call it binoculars. Also he's got a backpack and a handgun. There's your nice comparison. And some nice images. Looking at the binoculars there, that's pretty cool. You see he's got the shovel on the back of his backpack. Nice close-up of that. Next we have figure number 5 in Wave 1, which is the ultra-intelligent field operative Scarlet. Our first female in this wave. Here she is with her crossbow, her arrows, and her 3 knives. Comparison between the original 3 3/4. And some nice images of her. I don't know about you, I'm seeing a little bit of freckles on her face there. Love these images here. Close up of that crossbow, her belt, her strap. So here is Wave 1, Joe's, 4 against 1. And Cobra Commander carrying Destro, blow it up. Of course, Commander is not part of this Wave 1, but those other 5 figures were. So Wave 3, which was the Zartan and the infantry, is also giving us repaints of those original Wave 1, Roadblock, and Scarlet. So that's interesting. I thought they were just re-releasing, but they're actually repainted. So here is the comparison up on the top right of the new one, Wave 3, compared to the Wave 1 Scarlet. And you'll see the difference in the thighs. I think the hair is even different. And maybe the face sculpt might be a little different. A little bit more detail in that face sculpt. I have to see it whenever we get a much better image of this figure. But still considered figure number 5 in this wave. So here's your nice up-close comparison of the 2 head sculpts. The darker red with kind of the blonde streak in the front there is the newer version. And so if you look at the face sculpt's actually the same. They just did so much better on the painting, it looks like. And then you look on down, you see the differences in the gold versus the brown, the gray versus the brown. And then on the shin guards, not having the blue on this newer paint scheme, and then the shoes don't have the red on them on this new paint scheme. And also on the gauntlets, there's no blue on it on the newer paint scheme. And then you look at the sleeves and the stomach area, you have a darker color black versus the lighter blue that was on the original. And here's the back of the figure as well. Bow and arrows look the same, but you can see a good shot of the different colors of the rear there. And here's your difference in your roadblock. Top right is your Wave 3 repaint. Notice the pants are completely different. Don't have that gold knee pad or the gold boots anymore. And also missing that gold up top on his straps there. And the gun, instead of being silver, is now more of a dark gray gun. And also repaint from Wave 1 we have Duke. And you know the original had the gold. This new one has more of a silver and green look to him instead on his knee pads and his shin guards. It's about the only difference that I can see. Yep. And the guns are different. The guns aren't as painted well. They're just plain gray, looks like. And then we have a Snake Eyes repaint as well, and also a repackage, because if you notice the one on the left, which is the original, up beside the sword there was a knife in the package. On this newer one there is no knife in the package, it's actually in his sheath, proving that it can actually fit in the sheath like a lot of people were complaining it couldn't. Now what is the other difference? So notice on the original there was a red dot above the visor. On this new one, that red dot has been removed. That's the only difference we can see. So here are all 4 repaints of Wave 1 that we've got so far in package. Courtesy of Dan Who, here's a nice shot of all 4 of the repaints together. So speaking of Cobra Commander, here he is, figure number 6 in the wave. This is the more dark colored costume that he came with. Has that silver gun and sword, different hands. Got that cape going on in the back. Nice close up of the sword and the gun. And if you like this helmet, let me know. I don't specifically like this sculpt of this helmet. It doesn't really remind me of the original. But then they did a network exclusive, which ended up being a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, which was the lighter colored costume, lighter colored blue. Comes with the gold gun and gold sword. Kind of like this one better myself. Let me know what y'all think. There's the back of the figure, back of the package, side of the package. This is figure number 6, and this is figure number 6 again. So it's interesting they didn't actually re-number this figure. So you got 2 figure 6s. And here's your comparison between both of the Cobra Commanders and the original 3 3/4. So as you notice, what I was talking about with the helmet on the original 3 3/4, it didn't round around the face like this 6-inch figure does. I don't know. That's just my opinion. So I would have loved to see one more like the one on the right here, which is a custom. Even with more of that shiny effect on his helmet as well. So there is that same image of Commander telling Destro to blow it up. And a nice image of the artwork for the G.I. Joes, kind of showing what we're going to get and what we pretty much did get. Everybody but of course, the vehicles, which we need to get, and the alley vipers up at the top. So here's figure number 7. We have Gung Ho, the Fearless Jungle Specialist. Love that he's got the open jacket there showing the tattoo off. His hat actually comes off. There he is with 2 of his guns. There he is with his hat off and his mohawk. Got a big old backpack as well, of course.
So here is the Gung Ho that we got in classified compared to the original Gung Ho, and as you can see, they are nothing alike. Cool design, but not the classic that we wanted. And there you can see him with his hat off. Kind of got a little bit of hair on top of his head, as his, what do you call that, a Fu Manchu instead of just a mustache. And the colors are green instead of that aqua color. But there's all the accessory he has from the back as well with his hat on. Like I said, really cool figure, very large figure as well.
Next we have figure number 8, which is the Red Ninja. Those white eyes. All kinds of weapons go on with him. So here's your first army builder. Protecting Cobra Commander, the Mercenary Ninja Warriors. Here's you the only original 3 3/4 I could find for the Red Ninjas. Nice shot of the weapons all stored on his back. Like I said, army building time. Next we have a exclusive figure number 9, Cobra Commander, SDCC exclusive for the Snake Supreme Cobra Commander. It's got this awesome box that opens up. Got the world in his hand there. More gold weapons. Got that huge cape. Soft goods. There's the back of it. Stepping on the world. There he is, where you can see him on the inside of the box, how it kind of slides open. Really cool looking figure. But again, it's got that same mask issue going on where it's kind of down and around his face, which doesn't bother me as bad on this one because it's a completely different type of figure. Next we have figure number 10, which is a Target exclusive, Special Mission Cobra Island, Wayne Beachhead Sneeden. He's got that beret on his head that you can take off, of course. Got the crossbow, several weapons, all green. I wish they'd have put some color to those. Got that black backpack. Here he is taking it off, showing it off. And really interesting is that this right here, this figure or this character isn't even on a lot of the G.I. Joe website for Hasbro. So this one kind of came out of nowhere. Wasn't expecting to get him. And there's your nice comparison between the original 3 3/4. Next we have another Target exclusive Special Mission Cobra Island Roadblock. So this is our second Roadblock figure. Comes with that same cannon, but this time he does have some nice sunglasses. communication device on his ear. Got that black camouflage look to his shirt, showing off that tattoo really well on his arm. Got the bigger beard on this one. I like that. Here he is with Beachhead. Back of the package on all of these Cobra Island Target exclusive figures. Next we have figure number 12, the Cobra Trooper, which is also a Target exclusive. The helmet comes off, the goggles come off. Really nice figure. Another army builder here for us. And very hard to find. So here he is. Got his weapons, got his backpack. There he is with his goggles on, his goggles up, his helmet off. Lots of different choices for us. Like the way he's got his gun stored on his back there. Here's a nice comparison between the original 3 3/4 and our most sought after, which was one of the hardest to find, the Baroness with the Cobra Coil. Very first figure, second female in the wave. Figure number 13. Love this motorcycle. Got that snake as a gun on her arm. That's really cool. Got the helmet you can switch off. Love Baroness. I hope they re-release her one of these days because I never was able to find this one. There's the back of that box. Of course, it isn't going to be different because it's a wider box. Showing her in her gold gun. Leaning against the bike. There's that snake on her arm. And her with the helmet on the bike. Love Baroness. Here she is compared to her 3 3/4. Next we have an Amazon exclusive figure number 14, Arctic Mission Storm Shadow. Really want to get the other Storm Shadow. Here he is where you can take his hood off. You can see the black underneath it. Got the bow and arrows, sword, grapple hook. Here he's compared to the original Arctic Storm Shadow. Got a Prophet Director Destro. With that nice cape, the burning money. Everything gold this time instead of silver on this Destro. Another briefcase with him. This was a little bit higher in price, figure number 15. $25 instead of $19.99. Got the glasses he can take off. The cape actually comes off as well. Got the briefcase again, money in it, keyboard. Love them glasses. Look at them glasses. Those things are crazy. The back of the cape there, like the leopard print. And here's you kind of a comparison to the best I could find for the 3 3/4 of something similar to this with Destro. So we finally got our G.I. Joe Snake Eyes movie figures shown off to us.
So yeah, Snake Eyes movie, very disappointing. Just in my opinion. And as you can see on the shelves, these figures are still just sitting there.
And there he is himself. Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins from the Hasbro Pulse FanFest 2021 event. There he is with his helmet on, got his sword drawn. Out of package and with the package there. Got the knives down there at the bottom. A little closer look at that. And then we have our Storm Shadow classified. Got that scar on his eye, looks like. Got the mask on as well. Got his swords. There he is loose and with the package. A little closer up. This is figure number 17. Snake Eyes was 16. Here we go, showing off a new figure in the movie, Akiko. Packaging here, got all kinds of weapons with her.
Here she is. She's figure number 18. Then we have Baroness. Got the glasses that can come off, a couple swords, a gun. The collar around her neck. And then we got Scarlet. Scarlet doesn't look too bad. Got that chest armor there, crossbow. Not much in her package there, it's very empty. So what do you think about those 5 figures from the Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins movie? And here's all 5 loose and in package. So here's the side artwork for these movie figures. Nice artwork. And it is figures 16 through 20 in the Classified series. Alright, I'm counting this because it is still a classified figure, even though it's not counted towards it, but it is a Fortnite Snake Eyes. You can see all those crazy accessories that it comes with for the Fortnite game. But this is actually one of the coolest looking Snake Eyes that they've done so far. There you are, close up on those accessories. Crazy guns, grenades, you got his sword there. Some kind of a belt there that goes around him with the grenades. Back of that package. And here's how the package opens up. Very similar to the way that Cobra Commander did. So nice display and setup there with this Snake Eyes figure.
So next we have a couple more Target exclusives. You have the Special Missions Cobra Island Firefly figure. Comes with that drone, some dynamite, goggles, backpack. There he is with his goggles on the head, using a control to fly the drone and the dynamite to drop it off. That drone does store on his back as well. Nice close-up of that drone figure. And his face sculpt actually has a little burnt. He's been blowing himself up some, so that's pretty good detail there. There's the side of that package. Artwork done by Jeremy Wilson. Comparison between the original 3 3/4. And another Target exclusive Cobra Island is the Cobra Viper, another army builder that is probably going to be extremely hard for the majority of us to find because of the scalpers out there. That backpack, the scarf, the goggles. I like the way those goggles store on the top of that helmet. We can just change the figures up, make them look different with these army builders. Love the way that clip comes out of that gun there. There's the side of the package, the backward artwork done by Anthony Petrie. There's your comparison between your original 3 3/4. Next we have figure number 23, so we skipped a lot of figures. Here is Zartan. Got the face sculpt there in his backpack. Love the way this Zartan looks. Got a scarf around his neck. He is bald, so when you take the hood off, you do see the bald-headed Zartan there. Master of Disguise. Nice artwork on the back of the package there by Tony Daniel. And a comparison between the original.
So yeah, Zartan figure number 23. And you can see the artwork on the back of the package did change, adding Zartan to it as well. Beach heads on there too, so that's awesome. Firefly.
And then we got figure number 24, which is the Cobra Infantry, another army builder. Very similar to the Target. I'll show you a comparison here soon. Doesn't have nowhere near as many accessories as that Target exclusive one did. Getting his butt kicked, but then also taking Duke captive. Nice shot of the side of the package. Artwork done by Kike Kotaki. And here's your comparison of the infantry Cobra in the original 3 3/4 figure. And then, as the dynamic duo they said, is cohort Lady J. Comes with 2 different head sculpts, or hair sculpts I should say, one with a hat and one without. Backpack, spear. Really cool that they gave us all these options. And of course, when we were talking about the dynamic duo, the majority of us thought that we were getting the twins, Zamax and Tomax. But we didn't. Hopefully that'll be a 2-pack one of these days, maybe our first 2-pack that we get. Nice shots of her in action. Spear gun. Tip in her hat. You can see there's storage in the back of her backpack there for some of her weapons. And here she is, the dynamic duo with her and Flint. Taking on Zartan. Up, but oh, there's a trooper behind him. Here's your comparison of 3 3/4 and the 6-inch Lady J. Next we have what they called the dynamic duo, which really threw a lot of us off, but it is Flint. There's your nice shot of Flint with that beret taking it off. Got that scar on his left eye. Got that awesome shotgun there. Don't know what figure number Flint is though. Neither did I know for the Firefly or the Viper that were Target exclusives. You can't see the top of the box, so I don't know what number they actually are. But nice shots of him in his camo here. Taking that shotgun, looking like you can actually load it. It actually stores on his back as well. Great images here. Flint's one of my favorites. Look at the hair, the way it's slicked back and shaved on the side. So here's your comparison between your original and your new one.
Flint from the back there, you can see he's added to. And Lady J. So really cool how they're actually upgrading the packages as they go. The first one is the very first wave package, showing off what they had in the original wave. And had a few teases there. Second one shows even more added to it. You got the Firefly and the Viper, also Zartan and Beachhead added to that second one. And the third image on the right there is adding the Flint and Lady J, and also you'll see at the top, Major Blood. So here it is zoomed in, you can see them all. So the biggest one that had not been revealed until recently is the Major Blood, of course. So here's what the Hasbro website looked like for the Major Blood that they had before we knew about him on the back of the package. And here is a little closer up look of what it looked like, I guess maybe in the video game, compared to the blurry look that we had on the back of the package. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we got an eBay listing with Major Blood showing him off for the first time, which made us find out that it was a c.o.i.l Target exclusive Major Blood. And this auction got up to around $17,000, I think, before the bid started getting removed. Dropped it back down to $222. And then I think finally the guy just took the auction down because it was so many trolls out there trying to get the price up there on it. And there's the sides of the package showing this is figure number 27 and the front of the package. And some really nice artwork of the side of his head there with the mohawk or whatever that is. So excited to get, if I can hopefully get my hands on. I've not got my hands on any of the c.o.i.l Target figures yet. So here are some more shots of the Major Blood, showing his dog tags, his different guns, his helmet on, the front of the package there, c.o.i.l, helmet off, all the different accessories he does come with, 2 awesome looking guns. And here is some nice promotional artwork or shots of the Major Blood figure. Helmet off, on, putting the gun in the holster, firing. And here's the side of that package. There's your artwork showing the side of the head shaved and showing him with the helmet on with that nice eye right there. Nice backpack in the back as well. So on June 4th, 2021, we had a Fan First Friday for Hasbro Pulse and G.I. Joe Classified. Yo Joe June they're claiming, so we'll see if we get any more reveals in June. The first thing we got was a heavy artillery roadblock. Got that nice massive Gatling gun, got the camo colors on this time, just like the original roadblock release in '84. And here's some nice images of him. Helmet on, helmet off, holding that Gatling gun. Got the straps up over his shoulders. And it is up on Amazon if you haven't gotten it yet. Not sure what that symbol is on his helmet there. You guys have to help me out in the comments if you know. Holding that Gatling gun, you can see that barrel comes off the Gatling gun with the ammo in it, so you can load it back in there. Here's your nice comparison between the Classified and the original '84 roadblock. So you can see the nostalgia in that. Next we have our 2-pack of Snake Eyes and Timber. It's going to be $40. Alpha Commandos here. Timber does have 2 different head sculpts. Snake Eyes has multiple weapons there. There's the artwork on the back of the package, I guess, or on the side there. Got the knife. Got the scars on Timber's face there. You got the 2 different guns. Another gun. I like that new face there with the Timber angry. And here's your nice comparison of the original release with Timber and this new 2-pack. This is figure pack number 30 for Classified. And then we have another Cobra Island Special Missions. This is Barbecue. Barbecue kind of had leaked on a Target leak a long time ago with Major Blood and Flint and Scarlet, or Lady J. And I think Zartan too was on that leak. So good to finally see him out. Got that backpack, 2 different axes. His blowtorch there, I guess. Hopefully they're going to stock some of these Cobra Islands better with this. Here's the package art. Here he is in some action scenes. You can see the axe can hook up on his backpack there. He also has one that can hook on his side. The gun can too. But here they are having Major Blood beat him up, which stinks. And here is the original release G.I. Joe 3 3/4 and the artwork that they had on their website, Thrill Seeking Firefighter. And here's your comparison between the Classified and the original 3 3/4. So yeah, Cobra Island Barbecue here in package with all those accessories loose there. One of my favorites. And here's some nice image of him. You can see all the accessories can actually stay on his body, so that's cool. I like the way Classified actually makes their stuff store. Awesome looking stuff. Now here's our Cobra Island Special Mission Breaker figure with the ram cycle. Yo Joe June showed this off. There's the artwork. Got his beard, his helmet on with the communicator. Sidecar there with the Gatling gun, which he can also obviously take off and use himself. And there's a comparison with the original Breaker and the original ram cycle. So yeah, the back of these packages for the Cobra Island are kind of boring. It's just got a map of the island, so it's not as cool as the other artwork, in my opinion. But there you go. These Cobra Islands were Target exclusives. And there he is in action, or calmly standing beside his ram cycle. So that's it for the Fan First Friday for June 4th. And the 4 reveals for the classified. So pretty cool. They teased here this roadblock, and of course that's the one we already had. And we did get a new roadblock heavy artillery though, so that's nice. Alright, so check this out. Hasbro Pulse exclusive Zartan figure with color change action. Front package there actually has the ability to swap heads on it, so that's pretty cool. A little round thing. Awesome. And there's the different colors, the white versus the color change. And again, you get the little spinning wheel right there on the package to let you switch the faces on the front of the package. And then there's the back of the package. We've seen that artwork with Zartan before in Flint. Interesting, Lady J's been moved now. She's not up there beside Flint. You swing up in the front of the package and there you see Zartan with all of his little facial sculpts there and all of his weapons. This Zartan is so much better than the original, in my opinion. And there's the different face, so you can see them all at the same time. Figure number 31 in the classified line. There's his different mask you can put on, plus his hoodie. All the weapons in action there. It can be Snake Eyes, it can be Storm Shadow, it can have some kind of skull mask on. And all those accessories in the package. So there's your comparison between the original Zartan, which is much darker colors for his costume, versus this new one. It's got the lighter silvers on it. And we got some teases for what we're getting in 2022, and all of them were 100% correct. I won't get into all those as well. So June, Yo-Jo June, they gave a bunch of reveals of Crimson Guard, Zarana, Dusty. At a PulseCon 2021, Day 2 reveal for G.I. Joe. Their brand panel showed off the Bat figure, and oh my gosh, I loved this. This was my army builder. This is what I wanted. I did not have a Bat as a kid, but neighbors did, and the Bat was one of my favorites, especially in the cartoons. So you got the chest plate that can come off, different head sculpts for him, arms that can be swapped off as well. So here's the Bat in action. There's the artwork for him. And this did not disappoint at all. Figure number 33. Flamethrower there. The only thing I would have said would that been, I'd love to have seen some actual flame effects come with this flamethrower. That's the one thing Classified has not done, is little effect pieces. Alright, so they started jumping into Tiger Force. So the first figure was Outback, and interesting enough, Outback has gray hair here. Got the orange Tiger Force shirt on, stripes on his pants. There's the artwork for the package. Of course, Tiger Force is going to be Target exclusive as well. And there he is, figure number 39. You can see his backpack there holding a shovel. The back of the package artwork has changed again for the Tiger Force versus the Python Patrol. And there he is all laid out. Still have not gotten any official images of him with the clear background yet. Here we go with another Viper, and this is a Python Patrol Viper. Again, Target exclusive. Figure number 42, you can see the back of the artwork is just like the Tiger Force, except it says Python Patrol instead. So there those two are. And then they have a Python Patrol Bat, interesting enough. Got the faceplate that says Python Patrol that can come off as well. Artwork on the side. Figure number 41 in the classified line. There's different different faceplates there on the chest. And there's the Python Patrol fighting the Tiger Force that we got right there. Alright, one of my favorites of 2022. You got Spirit and Freedom. And this one did not disappoint when I got it in hand. Got the different wings for Freedom. They can lay down or spread out. Backpack, the rifle, 2 knives. There's all the accessories it comes with. Really great looking figure. Puts a little brightness to the shelf. Also, one of my top of this year was the Storm Shadow we did get. It does have a hood, all kinds of accessories that'll actually hook up to the backpack as well. Check out all those shots. So there's those 2 figures. So yeah, here's the artwork for the Storm Shadow that they had on the Hasbro website. You can see he's got tattoos in his arms. Kind of got a metallic mask on. So they still have not done this version, but this is the closest one we have to our original vintage version that we have here. And there's comparison between the vintage and the one we actually did get. Perfection. Looks so good. So yeah, Storm Shadow and Spirit. Probably my top 2 of 2022. And then my top 3 would be also this guy right here, Crocmaster. Massive croc that's actually articulated. Got the chain that'll go around the neck. The whip. Got the hook that you can actually hold in his mouth. Check out that artwork on the side of the box. Comes with a knife as well. Got the breathing apparatus on his back. Check him out holding the hook there in his mouth. Got 2 baby gators that comes with it. There it is in package, so it's deluxe box, figure number 38. Awesome looking. And this guy's massive too. Crocmaster, one of my favorites as a vintage 3 3/4 inch. So this was definitely a must. And Fiona comes with him as well. Just a little figure there. And there's comparison between your 3 3/4 inch and your 6-inch scale. So cool. So yeah, that was from PulseCon 2021 that they revealed those 3. Hasbro Pulse Premium 1027 showed off the Alley Viper. Got the mask that'll go up and down. So again, this is one of those arm builders that was out there. Got that massive shield, and that shield's got that little targeter there on the inside. That's really cool. There's your artwork showing how much of an armor builder this is. Mask up, mask down. Really cool figure. There it is in package, figure number 34. All kinds of accessories that come with him, and they can all hook on him too. And there he is with the next tease. I think we've already talked about him though, the bat. So yeah, there's figures 33 and 34, the Alley Viper and the bat. There they are together too. And that's the Flamance effect I'm talking about right there for that bat piece right there. That'd be awesome. So there is the artwork that we had for Alley Viper from the Hasbro website and the vintage toy compared to the new 6-inch toy. So good. Also, the Cobra Officer was shown off. Got kind of a lighter looking blue and then that lighter color Cobra symbol there. But pretty much the same as the infantry. I'll show a comparison here later on about all 3 of them. There he is from front and back. Got the helmet on his head, and the case on the back there for his gun. It can actually hold his clip. I didn't even recognize that. That's cool. There's all the accessories it comes with. 2 extra clips there. Knife, gun, scope. And there's comparison with your 3 3/4 inch Cobra Officer. And again, the back of the artwork has changed up a lot more. This time you have the Storm Shadow and the Snake Eyes right there in the center piece. You got your Croc Master on there now. Awesome looking. Spirits on there as well. Alright, next we have the Crimson Twins from the Crimson Guard. Here's your Tomax. And your Zaymot. And I would have loved for this to have been a 2-pack like the original, but no, they put them out separately, so that's crazy. So Tomax no scar, Zaymot with a scar on his face. There's your renderings. Nice artwork here on the side, and there's the package. There's the 2 figures together. I cannot wait to get these in hand finally. So figure number 45, Zaymot. Two artwork can actually combine together. That's cool looking. And here is Tomax, figure number 44. There is the original vintage, plus that artwork that came from the website. So again, that was a nice 2-pack back in the day. I actually passed on that one time. I wish I hadn't. But there's your comparison between the old and the new. Alright, next we got Stalker. Got the nice scarf around his neck. Would have been cool if he'd have come with a jetpack or something like that, but he got the scarf. There's that artwork we had for him compared to what we actually got. This was definitely celebrating the 40th year for G.I. Joe. Love this battle scene right here. There's his artwork. I don't like too much myself. There he is in package, figure number 46. In the back of the package. And they did not add any of these new guys to this artwork. They didn't add Stalker or Crimson Twins to this artwork. There's your comparison between the original. There's those 3, plus we got another one here. So we got a 3-pack Army Builder, Troop Builder, whatever you call it, of Vipers, 2 Cobra Vipers and 1 Viper Commander. Compared to the original that we got. There's that Viper Commander. Again, I love those blast effects you actually get this time finally. The artwork for him. Battle scene diorama. So yeah, this is the first time they've actually given us blast effects, finally. There's the package, 47. Plasticless front package there. So yeah. So during the 40th anniversary live stream, they showed off that we were going to be getting a Zarana from the Dreadnoks. Dusty. Showed off that we were going to get our Crimson Guard and a Python Patrol Trooper, which we'll talk about that Trooper later. These will be Target exclusives for the Python Patrol, and we'll show off something else here in a second. Tiger Force. So Python Patrol and Tiger Force are showing up now for Target exclusives. Here's your Recondo and your Bazooka Tiger Force. Mindbender was showed off, and we'll show off later what that's going to be all about. And then a Kamakura. 2 different head sculpts, the hood. So check that out. That's a pretty cool reveal day. So here are the Zarana, Crimson Guard, and Dusty for the next wave. Zarana in package, figure number 48. In action. Cannot wait to get more Dreadnoks. We'll talk about that later too. So here she is next to her vintage. Now if you notice on her vintage, they actually had color changing options. So too bad this particular one did not have the color change options. Another thing I just noticed in the package, she has an extra set of hair. So I did not realize her hair changed. So that's cool for the classified one. Here we got Dusty. Can take his head cover off there from the desert. Got his backpack, his scope with his rifle there. Nice artwork on that one. Goggles only on. Headgear with the goggles on. And compared to your 3 3/4 inch, here's your Desert Trooper Dusty. Here's our Crimson Guard. There's that artwork. Of course, this is another army builder for us. Got his sword. I guess, as you can see, his backpack can hold all his weapons as well. Again, there you can see it's an army builder. And there he is compared to his original 3 3/4 inch figure. And here's the other set, have not been put up for pre-order yet, but you got your Target exclusives for your Python Patrol and your Tiger Force. Here's your Bazooka in package. And here's artwork. Cannot wait to get a regular Bazooka though. There he is compared to his original 3 3/4 inch Tiger Force Bazooka. Now here's an interesting thing. Recondo, figure number 55 in the wave, was never put in 3 3/4 inch that I know of. Here's his artwork. So there's no comparison for that one. And here's your Python Patrol officer. Now here's what I want to talk about with this one. They're saying that this is an officer. There's the artwork. Again, it would be an army builder for you. But when I look at officers from the original 3 3/4 inch, he's got the dark colors and the red mask and the gray helmet, versus the trooper looks more like this. So they kind of messed this one up compared to the original. So this would be more of an infantry or a trooper rather than an officer like they have this labeled. So I don't know if they're going to change that before it's released or what, but that's definitely a little bit odd for me. Next reveals we have are Outback and CoverGirl. So we talked about the Outback we had for the Tiger Force, but now we're getting an Outback regular. So that's exactly what I'm looking for. Notice this time he's got the red hair and red beard. But we got a CoverGirl, so interesting. We have not seen how she's going to be released, if she's going to be released with any kind of a vehicle or something maybe. So we'll see. But there's the original 3 3/4 inch for those two. Alright, here's Kamakura in package. No plastic. So starting off that no plastic stuff, figure number 61. I think this is going to be an Amazon exclusive. Here he is in action. with and without his mask on. I don't know much about Kamakura. Also revealed another plastic free is the Blue Ninja 2-pack this time. Again, no plastic. Figure 57. And they got the alternate heads there. Pretty cool looking heads there. And then another Tiger Force, this time with a vehicle. We have Duke teased here. Wasn't sure how it was going to be released until a little bit later on. We see that it actually is going to come with a ramp cycle as well, painted up with Tiger Force, which again was never done in the original. So there you go with that ramp cycle. And Duke. Front and back of the package, again, the plastic. This is a Target exclusive, I believe. Cool artwork. And there's a comparison between the original Tiger Force Duke. And again, there was no Tiger Force ramp cycle. Here's our Dr. Mindbender. Now this is going to be a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, or it is one. You missed your pre-orders back on July 20th, 2022. Hopefully they'll release it again without all the accessories maybe. But yeah, this is awesome. Mindbender was one of my favorites. There's the package. How it folds out, shows all the accessories all spread out. Back of the package with some crazy new artwork on it. And compared to the original. There was the rendering of the artwork beforehand. Nice sculpting in the face sculpt there, with the big old mustache and the crazy eyebrows. So that's great designs for these classified figures. Got his bats in the background there, creating them all. And here we got Sergeant Slaughter, the real Sergeant Slaughter reveal in the next one. With his classified series action figure looking awesome, perfection. You see all his stuff, he comes with all kinds of accessories. He comes with his whistle, he comes with his hat that'll come off, his glasses will come off. He comes with a tiny little action figure of himself. Awesome. Got his baton. And a gun. Loving this, but again, plastic free. There he is without his helmet, without his glasses, without his hat. And with his little tiny action figure on a card. There he is compared to the mail away that we had back in the 3 3/4 inch days. A little different there. Of course, they had a green shirt in USA with black pants. This time we have the opposite colors. And the wrist braces and no gloves. So June 8, 2022 had a fan stream. Showed off another Snake Eyes and Timber. This time he's got kind of green pants and the silver mask. I do like the silver mask. Timber's more of a white color with some scars on it. I don't like that as much. But I do definitely like that head sculpt. Again, plastic free packaging. He does come with a scarf as well, just like Stalker did. Next reveals we have are going to be Falcon and the Marauders color Barbecue. So we're jumping into another offshoot. At Tiger Force, at Python Control, now we're doing Marauders. There's your original figures of those two. Compared to what they've done with these. We got one that's never been made before, a Crimson Bat. And then we had teases that we're going to be getting Torpedo, Rock and Roll, Shipwreck, and Copperhead. So not sure if the Copperhead is going to be our regular Copperhead or if we're going to actually get a Python Patrol Copperhead, since they seem to be liking putting out the alternate versions of these figures first before we get the real versions. Here's some renderings during SDCC of what these are going to look like. Rock and roll. Great detail on him and all his weapons compared to the original. Torpedo, awesome accessories. Looking really cool compared to the original. Copperhead. This does look like the original, but I don't know. It still could be Python Patrol. So it could be either one of these two. And Shipwreck, one of my favorites. Definitely one of my top 10 most wanted. With Polly on his shoulder there, all his accessories. Compared to the original. See, there's a really cool digital rendering somebody did. This is not real. We don't know what these are going to look like. This is a digital rendering somebody did of how they could look. And then they also showed off some more teases of Lowlight and the Cobra Flight Pod with a Televiper. There's your original of those two and the Flight Pod. So I cannot wait to get the Flight Pod. That'd be awesome. Next show we had was Serpentor during SDCC. This was the show stealer for all of SDCC, with Serpentor in his air chariot. So we got all kinds of shots of him in the display here. Nice cape. Got the cowl that'll go on and come off. The air chariot looking awesome. This is perfection, guys. His new artwork. Package. That face looks amazing. But again, here's the actual pictures. You can see the snake thing can go up and down, or on and off. There's the packaging. Now guys, this is going to be a PulseCon exclusive, so this will be limited just like the Mindbender was, so that's going to be kind of scary for some of us. But definitely this is going to be joining my collection if I can. There he is compared to the original. This was definitely one of my favorite 3 3/4 inch action figures. So yeah, SDCC had some awesome reveals with Serpentor. We had the renderings of the 4 reveals there. We had the Televiper, the Pod, and the Lowlight. And then we also had reveals of some more of the vintage card backs with another Snake Eyes and Crimson card I'll get to later on in the slideshow. Alright, so here's some more of our pipeline reveals. We got our Arctic Trooper, Snow Job. That'll be awesome looking. We also got our Tunnel Rat figure. So here is the original 3 3/4 inch, so I cannot wait to see what these guys look like in Classified. We also have our Scrap Iron with a drone and our Grunt figure. So here's our Scrap Iron, what he had originally. And our Grunt. Next reveals pipeline we have is going to be a Ripper figure from the Dreadnoks. And another Firefly, so I'm not sure what the difference is going to be between the original Firefly and this new one. And our Cobra Range Viper and our Big Ben is next on the list, we think. So there are those originally. Alright, so let's get into our retro 6-inch scale figures with the Baroness first. Now these are just repaints, so here's the original that had the Cobra Coil bike with her. So if you can tell, the paint job has changed. Look at the belt. There was a red Cobra symbol on the original and a black one on this one. She had gold guns originally. This time she has black guns. And the head sculpt has changed just slightly. This was found in the stores before we ever got any kind of reveals. So there was the Baroness found in the store originally. Here is the artwork. Again, she has black weapons this time. And there's the actual card, front and back, showing a tease of two shadows, which we can tell are Gung Ho and we think is Destro at the time. But also you can see that there's a Lady J there. So there she is. She also comes with a figure stand. There's our Lady J. Again, same figure, just repainted in the classic colors. There was the original that we had compared to this new one. So just a kind of a lighter green color, really. And the hat has changed this emblem on it. Her weapons are silver this time. Front and back of the card. And guys, let me tell you something about these cards once they finally came in hand. They are flimsy, very thin cardboard. So there is the stand that she comes with. Next we have Destro. He has his eyebrows painted on this mask. That is the big difference, but there's a couple more I'll show you. So notice the belt, the gun holder around the original's leg was all red. This time it's red and black. His wrist gauntlets are more of a silver color this time versus the last time they were kind of a darker silver, along with his belt as well. His necklace is gold on the original and this one is silver. And something you can't see here, but you can see on the weapons that we have here, you had a gold weapon and a black and red weapon versus the new one retro is all black weapons. And even the briefcase itself, how you see the Cobra emblem on the original with red, it's all black on the vintage. So I myself kind of did a kit bash and switched the things I liked to make the Destro that I wanted. So there he is in package. You can see that black weapons and the black briefcase. Front and back of the figure with the figure stand he comes with. Next we have our Gung Ho retro reveal with his original color costume. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. I got a better mustache, his hat fits better, he's a bald headed dude instead of having a, I don't know, anyway, he looks so much better, his tattoo's perfect. There's the original. I like both, but the retro here is the Gung Ho that I wanted for my shelf. So there he is, bald head and all, on his retro card. So there's those four that we finally decided to reveal with retro cards. And that's all we thought we was going to get was these four, right? There's your comparison between the original retro or vintage. It looks so good. Lenny's showing them off at one of the Pulse June. I think it was like a Yo-Yo June or something. Now two more reveals. Storm Shadow and Zartan. Boom. Them on the retro cards as well. Just out of the blue. Had no idea. So there's your Zartan. Kind of got some blue colors this time. Right back of the card. This time they took off the ladies and showed just the four guys. And here's our Storm Shadow. So good looking. But again, these cards are not going to stand up the test of time. They are crap. They are so thin. And the fact that they took another Storm Shadow out this quickly after the original that we had in the classified line is kind of crazy to me, but he's one of the top Joes I would have wanted on a retro card anyway. Then at SDCC, I think it was SDCC, they showed off, yeah, Snake Eyes on a retro card. And on display. And also a Crimson Guard on the retro card. And out on display. So yeah, two more retro guys. So that puts us to 8 retros already. We do not have any shots of Snake Eyes and the Crimson Guard on card yet. So here we go. Haslab showing us off a classified G.I. Joe. What in the world could it be? It is the Cobra Hits. Wow. yes, Cobra Hiss is our G.I. Joe classified, and it did fund. So we'll talk about that here in a second. So here we go, early bird funding before July 6th, which that's all gone. We definitely have funded it, so anybody who has funded it already will be getting a extra figure. So we'll talk about that here in a minute. But as you see, within the first couple minutes, we already had 46 backers, no big deal. Within the first hour, we had 1,600 backers, 2 hours, 2,600 backers, 3 hours, 4,300 backers, already over half right there. This is a $299 project for this Hiss tank for the G.I. Joe Classified Haslab. But as you see, with shipping and taxes, it ends up being $344.54 or $345. So $345 plus. Hopefully, we're going to be getting all the unlocks. We'll see here. But here is the prototype that they showed off during this panel, and there is the Hiss tank itself, looking gorgeous. Got the treads that actually work, has light up effects in it. There is the Hiss tank driver that comes with it automatically, and he will have his own card numbered for the G.I. Joe Classified series as well. It's got the ramp that opens up at the back. You can see those lights inside and outside. You see the Cobra logo there, all kinds of stuff inside we'll get to even better here. You got the turret up top with the cannons there on top. They will have holes in them so you can put actual blast effects in there. Got the canopy with the glass in it there. You see the turrets do move as well. Got the storage there for your weapons. Up top, we'll see a little bit better picture of whatever all that mechanism is. It's nice and colored in there in the renderings. There's the inside effects with the light pieces inside as well. Check this out. These are renderings, of course, but check this seat out with the seat belts, the Cobra. You got the shifter there for them to drive the tank. That is awesome looking seat. So Mars Industries feature innovations. I'm not going to read all this, but I will say the canopy, the rear cargo bay, articulated turret and posable cannon accessories, removable engine cover detail, removable armor plating skirt, extendable cockpit boarding ladders. We do not see a picture of that yet, but they will have ladders for us to be able to climb up. So if you want to pause this and read all these things, you can. But here's that extra early bird figure that we have now unlocked. We will get to choose the color of this as well. This is inspired by the Ron Rudat's design for the first Hiss tank driver, or the Cobra Hiss Tactician. And so again, we did already pass the 8,000 backers to be able to get this guy right here as well. So that's a second figure already that we're getting for those of us who are backing that early. So here's your scale. You got the about 11 inches tall up to the top of the turret, and about 19 inches long from front to back. You see the figure himself is 6.43, so it's a little bit over 6 inches tall for the Hiss driver. I love the red effects around the glass piece there. That's really nice looking. You can see the weapons and the extra hands that the Hiss driver does come with. Just check out the lighting effect, like the little panel that's up there, like he's using that to figure out where he's going to shoot his cannons at and everything. That is awesome looking. Now I want you to notice something there on the side, right above the tracks right there. There's a hole. We'll talk about that here a little bit later, but I want you to recognize that hole there. You got the Cobra logo on the side, the 788 on the side there as well. Cobra logo up on the top. But again, there's that driver, the extra hands he has, fisted and open for the gripping of the guns. That driver looks really good. But there, check out that back panel right there where it's folded down. Looks like it's got like a rub on it, like they've been up walking in and out of it. That is a cool effect right there. I would love to see some peg holes on the back there and places for the figures to grab, but I'm not seeing that. Some extra places, I guess maybe they can grab up on the that top rail right there, but I'd love to see some actual peg holes there for the feet. But there you go, there's the color effect right there of all the engine right there at the top. That Cobra logo up top there as well. The turret that can rotate, of course. Got two more holes up there at the turret. I'm not sure what that's going to be for. But those treads actually roll, guys. That is awesome. Those look amazing. Love the red effects right there on the sides. There's the inside seat. I was talking about that panel that actually lights up. The panels in the front that actually light up. This looks amazing. Check that out. There's the canopy open, and look, the flaps on the side of the canopy actually flip up as well. So that is really cool. Never seen anything like that. They can stay down as well. Such a cool looking canopy. You get that light that actually will shine on the front with the Cobra logo. You got the headlights on it as well. The back flap up and down. You got the Cobra logo on the back. So here's your unlockable points. Of course, 8,000 backers will get it fully funded. We are coming close to the 10,000 backers already on upgrade number 1. I'll talk about that here in a second. They've already showed it to us and what it is. But we can also unlock 3 more after this, after we hit the 10,000 mark. So guys, let's push this thing and get all these unlockables here. So yes, we are already funded, already at 9,000, already almost at 10,000 at this time that I'm filming. You can see that it hit it really early, you know, within the first day, not even 24 hours. We already backed this. The first time that has ever happened with one of these Haslab projects. This one is fully funded. And here's your first unlockable, 2 side-mounted missile racks. So remember those holes I was talking about on the sides of the treads, right above the treads? That's what these missiles are for right here. So you can see it kind of plugs right into that hole on the side. Looks really cool right there. They can actually articulate up and down as well. So that is our first unlockable.
A Cobra hiss in 6-inch scale. And the best part, now Destro just needs the financing of at least 8,000 backers, within the first week of launch. You'll achieve the early bird unlock. Then everyone who backs the Hiss project receives a classified series Cobra Hiss tactician figure with deco inspired by the designs of legendary G.I. Joe toy designer Ron Rudat. And backers of a successful project get to help pick which of Ron's designs goes on. For a mere $299.99, you can get your own classified series Cobra Hiss with Hiss Driver action figure. Destro's finally outdone himself this time. It includes gull wing canopy, multiple light options, functional wheels and treads, descending rear cargo door, and more detail than I can possibly do justice. Lose. Once we've reached that initial goal of guaranteeing project funding, we'll see if I have any other surprises planned for you. I think 4 secret unlocks would be appropriate, don't you? Until then, the clock is...
Alright, so here's a nice size comparison between the classified and the original 3 3/4 inch. So definitely upscaled. Looking really good though. From the front too, again we got that light action in the front. There's another extra price to this figure, or this vehicle. From the back, with a actual drop down back compartment, which the other one did not have. Rolling treads, which the other one did not have. Alright, so here is our early bird release figure here. Rendering of him. So it's a tactician, Cobra Hiss tactician, and it was inspired by Ron Rudat's designs. Now check out these different colors. These are the different options that we're going to be able to actually choose from for those of us that actually back the project of which figure color we want for that tactician. Myself, I like either the far right one, kind of with the clear boots there, or probably the all black one. But I think I'm going to go with more of the clear look color. That's me, my opinion. You guys are going to have to choose yours. But definitely not the blue, definitely not the purple. I definitely like the silver visor better than the all black. So it's going to be one of those 3 for me. The red one, the red symbol on the chest, or the kind of clear looking one on the far right. I'm leaning more towards the one on the far right. So yeah, I'm going to show you all these here. Alright, so we did unlock number 2. canopy, which is the classic canopy there, and the tread covers. That was at 12,000 backers. That's what those look like. So rather than having that red canopy we have, now we got the original color clear. And then those covers there that'll go over the treads. That's what the canopy looks like. Alright, unlock number 3 is a weapons accessory pack and a Hiss gunner action figure, a female action figure. This was also, of course, unlocked. And that's what those weapons look like, and that's what she looks like. The weapon can reach and hit up underneath the light effect there. And the other ones will go up on the gunner box up there at the top. And then the last unlocked is Cobra Commander himself. All kinds of accessories. He's got a globe with a cobra around it, a backpack holster, his blaster, his extra hands, and a knife. And there's what the actual figure is going to look like. Looking so good. This is my Cobra Commander. I don't like any of the other ones that have been put out. We'll show a comparison here in a minute. This guy looks amazing. So there's our Hiss tank original with the original Hiss driver, plus all the unlocks. Here it is, showed off at SDCC with the Hiss driver, with all the unlocks on it, with a rendering of a Cobra Commander at the time, and the Tactician. That's not the Tactician, sorry, that's the Gunner, I think. Awesome looking. Alright, so yeah, this was already funded really early. Got the early bird special figure as well. Ended up with 26,772 backers. It did not beat the big one, Galactus. But this is still awesome that we unlocked this classified Hiss tank with all the figures. So here's some shots of it out in the field with all the Cobra officers fixing the tank, troops running out the back, the ladder down, checking the inside out there, checking the canopy out there on the inside controls, the light effect off the front. There's your backers, 26,772 completed. Will ship fall 2023. Alright, so time for comparison time. Here are all of the Snake Eyes that have been released so far. Now notice I have the red version 1 versus the no red version 2 because those figures look exactly the same except for the head sculpt. So I didn't put both figures here, I just showed the different head sculpts for that Wave 1 Snake Eyes. But there's all of the other Snake Eyes that have been released already in this classified 6-inch scale. Here's the 3 Destros compared. The 4 Cobra Commanders, and again my far right one there is the classic one I've been wanting so bad. The 4 Roadblocks. The 4 Cobra officers here, or infantry or troopers, whatever you want to call them. So again, there's the light color emblem versus the red emblems on the infantry versus the officer. Our 3 Scarlets, including the movie one. Our 3 Dukes. 3 Zartans. 4 Storm Shadows. Now I got 5 here just because one's got the hood up, one's got it down there for the original classified figure. Our 3 Baroness figures, including the crappy movie one. 2 Lady J's. I do have both of the original classified with and without her hat on the right there, compared to the retro. Our two gung hos, again, I got 4 pictures here because 2 shows him with the hat, 2 shows him without the hat, just to see those comparisons. Our Crimson Guard, regular versus the retro. Our barbecues, get the regular and the Marauders. Our 3 different bats, Python Patrol and Crimson version plus the original. Our Vipers, regular, the Python Patrol and the 3-pack. Our Ninjas, red versus blue. Outback, Tiger Force versus regular. And our Ram Cycles. Alright, so here is the list in order of how they were released, minus the Cobra heads there at the top. But figures 0 through 15 here. When they were released, how much they costed. Here those are in package. And here those are loose. Now I do have, which wasn't on the list, the repaints of Wave 1 with Duke, Roadblock, Scarlet, and I don't have the extra Snake Eyes on here because, again, it's just a difference in the red line on his mask. Here's figures 16 through 34. That includes the movie. Alright, so this shot actually has those 4 repaint releases of the Wave 1. Plus it has the Fortnite Snake Eyes on here. Got your 5 movie figures, which are still sitting on shelves, need to go on sale. Got your Zartan. Both Zartans, but the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Zartan, color changing. Here all those are loose. Again, minus the repaints because they were on the first slide. $35 through $50. All of them in package. And loose. And then 51 through 61 plus all of the teases that we know about. So there they are in package. And loose. And then the renderings of the ones we know are coming. Again, those renderings right there in the color are fan renderings at the bottom. More pipeline reveals here. And everything for our Hiss tank. Now each one of these are supposedly going to come on their own cards as well. The figures, that is, with their own numbers, I guess, in the classified line. Then we have our retros. We've seen this picture already. Alright, so here's my wish list, or my most wanted list. I want a hooded Cobra Commander. That is my next Cobra Commander I'd love to see. I want a regular bazooka, a quick kick, wetsuit. I want a big boa with his boxing gloves and boxing bag. I want a Naga hide with Clyde Warhog there. I want a Deep Six with the shark, definitely. And I want a Alpine figure. Those are my first list of most wanted figures for the classified series. I want the Cobra La, Nemesis Enforcer, Globulus, Pythona, and the Cobra La Royal Guard. Definitely, definitely, definitely. And with Globulus, please give us his little hover, whatever the heck that thing is. He looks freaking awesome. Whenever they revealed that he had his big old long tail after he got out, that was amazing. Please give us the rest of the Dreadnoks with Torch, Buzzer, Monkey Wrench, Xandar, Thrasher. With Thrasher, I definitely want the Thunder Machine as well. Zanzibar and Road Pig. I know there's more, but these are my big guys right here. Alright, so here's what's left of the renderings. I know some of them, like CoverGirl and Rock and Roll, they have already told us we're getting. I left them on here just for now. But we have Doc, Chuckles, Helix, Ripcord, Sci-Fi, Wild Bill, General Hawk, Jinx, and CoverGirl. That's the renderings that they showed us off on their website a long time ago, and we still haven't got those figures yet. And for Cobra, I know they've already told us that we're going to be getting a Ripper and a Scrap Iron, but the other ones on here, again, Road Pig, Buzzer, Sand Scorpion, and Torch. Those are the only ones left from Cobra that has not been actually made or showed off to us from that website that they get showed off. And then now that they've done one of my top ones, which was the His Tank, here's my next vehicles I'd love for them to do. The Vamp and the Triple T for Sergeant Slaughter. Definite must for our vehicles. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave any kind of comments, hit that notification bell so you're aware of any new videos that I have. Subscribe to the channel already, hit that thumbs up, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Guys, don't forget to check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest. You can find all the photos that you want of these videos.